Yes, Bruce Lee trained and pioneered in many ways the training in martial arts with his Jeet Kune Do with music. And this is something that's very well known if you love Bruce Lee and have studied him like I have. Now, back in the day in the 60s, late 60s, when Bruce was really coming of age and training and being known, and then, of course, getting the role of Kato in the Green Hornet, the way people trained martial artists in karate and kung fu schools, the senseis, the sifus, they just didn't use music. I mean, it's possible in terms of individual exceptions, but for the most part, the tradition was not to use music. So Bruce was known to listen and play jazz, classical, even rock when he trained and taught. He was known to shadowbox, practice kicks in sync with music, especially jazz. He really found the jazz music style to be very compatible, and he called it, of course, the art of expressing the human body. That music helped him tap into that art of expressing human muscle expression and the fighting arts. Now, training with music is more associated, say, with dance or fitness, but Bruce kind of blurred the boundaries. And I remember reading about that years ago as a kid, and like today, that's just a given, right? It's not even questioned. I think back to even Jane Fonda in the '80s or Richard Simmons with their workout videos, and it's all about the music. Now, here's a great quote from Bruce, and it doesn't directly talk about music, but listen for yourself. To me, ultimately, martial arts means honestly expressing yourself. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky, but to express oneself honestly, not lying to yourself, now that, my friend, is very hard to do. And you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you are moving. And I'm telling you, it's a great feeling to be in that type of rhythm or connected to that kind of flow. Now, that's from a 1971 interview, and you can see for yourself a rhythm of flow, very, very musical. And in his private notes, Bruce Lee wrote this: the rhythm of combat is like a rhythm of music. The beat, the tempo, slow, fast, sudden, still. It is all like jazz. So clearly, his love of music and his incorporating that into the training, his only not just his personal training, but teaching it to students in his schools. Now, what's really cool, of course, is we can't say for sure. I mean, there's no real documentation what he actually, listened to. But if you look at the sounds, the music, the hits of the day, I looked up what he might be listening to. Now, he loved jazz, so he might be listening to Miles Davis, So What, John Coltrane, My Favorite Things, Dizzy Gillespie, A Night in Tanzania, Charlie Mingus, Better Get in Your Soul. In terms of funk and soul, there is documentation that Bruce loved James Brown. So maybe he would listen to I Got You, I Feel Good, one of my favorites. Sly and the Family Stone, Thank You. Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up. Isaac Hayes' theme from Shaft. That's a great one. And I did read another article saying he loved Mission Impossible, the Mission Impossible theme. And Lalo Schifrin composed that, and Lalo composed Enter the Dragon music. So that's I think a given for sure that if there's any music that Bruce Lee loved, it was probably the Mission Impossible theme, and I'm sure he probably incorporated it sometime. So there you go. Bruce Lee and music. It was a perfect fit, and he pioneered it because today we don't even question when people work out. You're always going to really listen to music. What else would you really do? Right? So, what do you think? Give us your feedback. Give us your thoughts. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.